Is there truth to that? Can you guys speak or find out if can somebody take like the Safemoon exchange cryptonomics and be like, "Yep, we're going to offer that too," or is it protected to where it's the one thing that's going to set us apart from everybody else?
So the difference between a trademark and a patent are two different things. They have the trademark, which is the name Cryptonomics. However, I don't know 100% the actual ins and outs of what was trademarked under that actual trademarking that is public. However, obviously a patent is that you are able to protect the asset and the development of what you've done. Now, there's a fine line based on what it is. But until we see the implementation and the code of what cryptonomics is, it's kind of hard to put into play until we see the physical code, because it's the code that you're essentially protecting. And it gets the ins and outs of what you can and can't do. But until that such time we see that code, we overall can't really tell what it is until we see it. But on the other line where it's saying is it exclusive, so from the understanding is cryptonomics is exclusive because it's a Safemoon ultimate functionality of the exchange. That's what they're set out to do. That's what they've explained that the exchange will have as the cryptonomics. Now, could they license that out in some way, shape, or form, or take a percentage that could then be integrated into the ecosystem to other exchanges if they wanted to apply that? I don't know. There's a lot of ins and outs, sort of legal terms and stuff that you would have to sort of wait to find out how they play and how they utilize their overall progression with it, I suppose. But it's hard to say until we actually start seeing how it's all working, because we can only really sit here and guess.
Okay. And I know a lot of people had a question like that too. Like, okay, this is so awesome. If we're the only ones that can be doing this, this is huge. And then I guess my other question, I don't know, is does anybody know when the windmill will actually be operational? If you can answer.
Honestly, that is high level in terms of John and sort of their level of when that would be. Whenever they have that ready, they said they've put in the order for it. So depending on how long it takes to manufacture, how long it takes to get it to where it needs to be, to install it. I know that windmills can be pretty fast to put up. I live in Northern Ireland and I see at least 2 or 3 put up a day. So it really depends on how fast that they are looking to get that up and sort of the structure and implementation they're going with. So it could be really quick. It could be a little bit longer. But if you're going off the timeline, they say December is the timeline they're aiming for Operation Phoenix and stuff like that, until such time that they say that that's changed. Lead with that's what it is, but with the expectation of it changing.
Okay. I appreciate it. Just want to say thanks, guys. You guys are doing amazing. I look forward to the AMAs and the after shows, and this is my first time on either one. You guys are killing it. I thank you very much for everything you guys do.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Immortal Soldier. Lucius?
Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Hiya.
I have 2 questions. The first one being, in terms of the wallet, there was in the AMA just now, there was a discussion about like dustings and what can be done. To your knowledge, is there like a possibility of adding a like a accept or reject button on the wallet if someone, say I want to send my mate, 100 Safemoon, he'll get a notification saying I'm sending him 100 Safemoon. Do you accept? You reject? Could that be done as sort of a level of security for the wallet, so you can just reject it and it returns the transaction?
The problem is, I don't know how possible that is, because the way a blockchain works is essentially you're updating a database or you're updating a spreadsheet. So in order for that to work, you're essentially saying that the user is sending a change to the spreadsheet, where then the nodes accept the change, So you're essentially having to send to the person to then approve the transaction to then get the approved, which could then in theory cost another fee based on that. There's a lot of, and again, this is probably more a Popper question. There's a possibility, because a lot of people have thrown that out there. Is there a way to do that? With BNB and sort of the Binance Smart Chain? No. I'm pretty sure that is a solid no from what I've been told. However, from our own blockchain, possibly. The other alternative is potentially stopping people from creating tokens free will and nilly on our own blockchain. That could be an option, so that you're not getting every randomer and just anyone just creating a token, and they would essentially have to apply for sort of like an API key of some sort, however you want to call it. I don't know again the technical terms of it, but that's an option that has been thrown out there too, is to potentially limit the amount of people that use the blockchain with implementations of their own coins and tokens, and they would need to come to us. But that then obviously then breaks the whole it's decentralized, because then we have control. So it's a fine line. But as I said, is they've got implementations that they can put in, but overall they can't really stop dusting happening. It's just the nature of it. Is at the end of the day is I've got at least 85 to 100 different random tokens in my wallets, and as long as you don't touch them, as like I said, I didn't even really know until you look behind the scenes and you see them. Once you see them, then you start to go, well, what's this? Who sent me this? Why is it? And and you start to question it. But don't look, don't see them. As long as they're out of sight, they're out of mind. Is what I've always gone with.
I'd heard a lot about it, and then I got one the other day, and I got so nervous just disabling it on Trust Wallet. I got so nervous. But moving on, my next question is, you guys might be able to answer this about sort of timetables and stuff. There's been a lot of talk about like the ecosystem, and Ryan's talked about a lot about the like products that we don't know about yet that will go involved into it, and obviously Safemoon Connect has sort of been confirmed now by John. Is there like a sort of catalyst that they're waiting for? Is it like for this ecosystem or the products that are being worked on? Are they waiting for the blockchain to sort of be announced, so they can be like, hey, here's the blockchain, now here's the ecosystem and here's the products we're working on? Is the exchange waiting on the V2 and consolidation? Is that sort of the thing? Because I know a lot of people do sort of ask, oh, when? But are we sort of potentially going to be seeing like a domino effect with the timetable?
You would definitely see a domino effect of course, but it depends on how fast people are expecting that domino effect to happen. You look at Apple back in the day, they created a computer and that's what they worked with. Then they innovated into a mobile phone. Then they innovated into an iPad. Then he innovated into a watch, and then he innovated into all the different spaces, and they grew that. It's all gonna grow together. It's step by step. It's not gonna just happen overnight. Whereas we've got the wallet now, we've got one of the pieces of the foundation. The wallet is absolutely fantastic in what it does, and as those updates come along that Ryan mentioned today, it's gonna add. It's gonna add and add and add and add to this ecosystem, and then beyond that, you slowly start to roll out to the exchange. Which again, he mentioned about encryption, and he mentioned about that one option sign-in, where whatever you're using within the Safemoon products, it's one option sign-in, and that's it in everything. So the exchange comes out, that's now playing a part of cryptonomics, that starts adding to the ecosystem in whichever way it adds, with sort of the fees that they have and everything like that. And then beyond that, then they start to look to migrate to the exchange. The blockchain. It then adds to the fact is that then they start creating more options with what Safemoon can do. Then beyond that is then where they Operation Phoenix and so forth then adds into that. And then obviously those small little hints that they gave today about the further technologies that no one knows about.
Okay, well, thank you very, very much for that. I'll that's me done. I'll jump back to the audience, and have a good one all. Bye.
No problem. Thank you, Lizis. Like I say, it's a steady progression. It's not going to happen overnight, and as the products slowly start to roll out, you'll start to see the changes. But it's coming. Have we got any questions in the text chat for now?
Yep, we got a few.
Let's have a look. Where are we? Any plans on getting / talking major exchanges? So he's pretty much confirmed that more exchanges are coming. As for who and when, you'll find out when it happens. Any info on V2 / swap audits? So from my understanding is that they are using another provider other than Certec. So when they happen, they'll obviously make a big public announcement about it. It's just a case of waiting for that implementation. Is there a possibility there will be cross-chain swap built into the wallet? It's something that I know is heavily wanted, because at the minute, again, they want everything internally built within the ecosystem, which having to go from Safemoon to Safemoon, you have to use the provider P tokens. So why are we looking to send them to a third-party provider when we can do it ourselves? So yes, I would say it was definitely in the works, but it's down to Ryan's timeline and what his team can get out in a short space of time. Finally, with this one, any plans to make a watch face for the Apple Watch? I didn't even think about the Apple Watch, to be honest. I will definitely forward it on. It's not something that I've personally thought about, but then again, I've got one on my wrist, so who knows? I'll ask that question. I don't think it'll be a very, very sort of new feature coming in the next couple of weeks or months, but it's definitely something later down the line. Safemoon J.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so sorry I had to switch over real quick to my my headphones. Two things. Quick question. Also I just want to say shout outs to everybody in the room. Shout outs to Safemoon Army. Shout outs to Gandalf, great friend, awesome guy. My question is actually it's two questions. So I kind of brought up the idea to see if Safemoon would ever consider doing or putting money in a Super Bowl commercial once the exchange and blockchain come out and we're all set, ready to go. And
I will answer this and say marketing is a big thing. So there is a possibility, but it has to be right for worth the money that those ads cost. At the end of the day, they cost a hell of a lot. So I wouldn't say it's out of the question, and it's something that they could look into. But it's if they get what they get out of it. You know, you want to market to the right audience, and you want to get the right amount of money for what you pay. And could let's just say the $1 million 30-second ad get you 200,000 holders, whereas paying X amount of influencers, that same million split across all of them to influence your token correctly with the advertisement that you give them, could that theoretically help grow Safemoon better and reach a wider audience than what the Super Bowl did at? You know, there's a possibility. But again, Safemoon wants that simplicity. So if they had the simplicity, then marketing to anyone and everyone should definitely be a target too. So possibly.
That's really fair. I remember, I think about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe more, they actually did some advertising on a set of rugby games. I think they were New Zealand rugby games, and they had the logo on the pitch. So they've dabbled with some sports advertising way back, and it kind of showed up on Twitter. People were like, "Oh my God, Safemoon's on the pitch." But I totally echo what Katz is saying, is that it can be really exciting, especially if you like the Super Bowl or like NFL. But actually, the investment return is a huge part of that as well, rather than just the excitement. But never say never, right? We're in a rapidly growing, exciting space, so who knows?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think about, we have millions upon millions of people watching the Super Bowl, right? Or maybe paying an influencer, someone wearing the Safemoon shirt. I don't know, but we have millions and millions of people. So I think if we have that, say a commercial, and just like GoDaddy, that's how GoDaddy exploded across the internet. is because they did a Super Bowl commercial. But if we do a Super Bowl commercial, say, we have one of our awesome commercials that they do already, and they have a QR code where it takes them straight to the website or to the wallet and get them started or whatever. I mean, I'm just thinking that, think about it, it might be worth it. And I think it's like around 6 million US, but I think it might just be worth it if we do it right. And, it'll spread like wildfire throughout the internet. At least I think it would.
Yeah, I think you're right there. And I just want to add a clarification that just came to me via DM. It was the Samoan rugby team that actually paid to have that advertising, I think, rather than Safemoon itself. I just want to make sure that's true. I think apparently the guy who sponsors the Samoan rugby team supports Safemoon. That's what I've been told. So I'm just thought I'd pass that on. I don't want to paint bad pictures. Either way, though, it's still been a case of seeing advertising for Safemoon show up within sports events, and it certainly caused a little bit of excitement. So yeah, I think everything's worth looking at.
All right. So my second question is real quick. For the wallet, do you guys think that it's possible? And I know one guy talked about the colors and stuff like that in the AMA for the skin. Like, do you think it's possible to like integrate like some type of space stars, like outer space background, or like a 3D type style background onto the wallet itself to kind of give it like that extra
I personally would love it. Now, my Discord is using better Discord, and I have a custom designed Discord based around Safemoon. Having the potential option to have an integrated where you could essentially put in your own skin is definitely a cool option. I feel like that should be under like an advanced setting tab. You've got your standard implementations that they do, and then potentially in the future they have this advanced tab where then they allow further customization and control over what you see and what you don't see. Because each person's different, aren't they? And they might not want to see some features because it's completely pointless to them, but it's staring them bright in the face. Like me right now on the Safemoon wallet, I personally don't like seeing the top gainers and losers. Personally, it just seems like it's in the way. But some people love it because they want to track it, and some people don't like going to like CoinMarketCap or whatever. So it's personal preference. But having the ability to swap those around is definitely something that I could see happening in the future. It just really depends on what the new version of the Safemoon wallet holds.
Absolutely. So if you guys have whoever have contact with the people on top, John and Ryan, please mention that to them. If they can give us the ability to change the skin and just make it look dope and make it personalized to us when we open it up, I think that'd be an awesome feature. And I think a lot of good ideas will come from that, where people can create skins and upload them, and other people can download them to their wallet. So yeah. Safemoon to the moon.
NFT skins.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Come on, what? What? Hey, we all can make a little
John's
money here.
ears just set on fire.
Come on now. Come on. But yeah, definitely talk to me. And again, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. I'm Safemoon J. Check me out on Twitter. All right.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
He's his full name. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, it's Jeremiah. People know me. I don't want to shout anything out, but
I thought it was boxing you.
We've been together in spaces, so it's good.
Absolutely. So just check us out. I don't want to shield anything, but just check us out. Follow me. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Millionaire, how we doing?
What's up, guys? Good talking with you again. As you know, I'm here like every week, so I got a couple questions for you. So when V2 hits, like I've got a good friend that I got into Safemoon, and she holds like 500 million tokens. She does not have the Safemoon wallet. She just purchased her tokens and just lets them sit there and gain reflection. She has no interest in getting the Safemoon wallet for whatever reason. So when they do the version 2 for people like that aren't even going to bother to go in and manually transfer over, is there going to be some type of forced switch over at some point in time, or how's that going to work?
So John kind of mentioned this today, is they haven't got a 100% confirmed answer as to how it's all going to play out. In terms of the easiest method that they have is to simply use the wallet and click 2 buttons. That's basically where they want to be. Now, could then they integrate that into the website and beyond? There's a few options that they can do, but it just really depends on that implementation, because some people are saying, oh, they prefer an airdrop than a straight up send your tokens, get new tokens back. But it really, really depends on how they want to play it. So for like the likes of your friend and your work colleague, did you say?
Well, it could be like a service member that's gone to war. You know, he bought Safemoon, and then, you know, a week before version 2 hits, and then he's gone for 18 months and doesn't have the ability to even go in and switch it over. So, you know, I was just curious what their plan is to do with those tokens, because they're going to have to at some point in time draw a line and force those tokens over. Otherwise, the 1 trillion supply won't match what's actually out there.
So they could always, so the protection that they could have, and this is something that I've seen with other tokens, is you can have it so that an entire wallet / contract, the swap contract, or whatever you want to do, the conversion contract, has the 1 trillion Safemoon supply already in it. And that kind of is in some ways considered the new deployer wallet, which then that holds all the tokens. That's all it is. And then they obviously deal with the burn, as again, because they've said before that they want to have the burn rate on par. And then once that's on par and everything started, they turn the contract on, or how it is, allow people to use the contract, which then it's just a case of when people convert, they get the tokens out of that wallet. There's a few different things you can do with contracts, and having the ability to send tokens to a contract to get essentially the new coins tokens back is kind of the principle of what I feel like they're going. But it's waiting to see what the implementation they have.
Yeah, the tough part, you know, there's like 600,000 wallets that have like less than 1,000 tokens. So I think that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But okay, so another question for you guys. Something that I see being absolutely humongous, especially in the next 2 or 3 years, is going to be the gaming arena. You know, if you look at games like Call of Duty, they made like $100 million on the Call of Duty sales, and then they made another $900 million on in-game purchases. So do you guys know of anything that they're doing to, I mean, other than Mooncraft, anything they're doing to try to become a token that is used in gamings to purchase, like skins and stuff like that?
Well, I know that Epic Games and Tim love blockchain technology and are welcoming it. Valve, on the other hand, they've basically shut their doors and said, we ain't getting involved in that. So Epic Games is definitely a sort of target for progression. If and how Safemoon wants to take that approach is something to be discussed. I don't think it's sort of on the immediate radar. However, it's still a possibility.
I would be willing to bet that once Epic Games, or once a few other companies are fully integrating and working with it and having good experiences with it, that Valve and companies who are being stubborn will very quickly change their ways.
Yeah,
because they want to cater to their users and also make money, and it will achieve both for them.
Yeah. The current situation is the board have decided it's not worth the risk right now, and that will be remaining under review. Is my view on it. With regards to Mooncraft is the test bed for future possibilities. So it's more than just what's currently on display as well. So that's worth keeping in mind, is that it is the first steps into a potential foray.
Okay. My last question, and maybe you guys can, somebody that's better with spreadsheets than I am. So every time I'm in a Twitter Spaces or talking inside of Discord or something, there's always multiple people saying, how much reflections am I going to get for this? What is the percentage? So Is there any, I mean, is there a website that we can go to where somebody's already done this, or can somebody make out a spreadsheet that says, if you own 1 million Safemoon and there's 1 million in volume, this is how many reflections you get in 24 hours, or 100 million at 100 million volume, this is how much you get. Is there one out there already?
So there's a few different options. There's a few community member made sort of reflections and calculators as such. If you're looking for more of an official styled calculator, it's through whalewatcher.finance. It's on theirs, but if you want a simpler way to get to it, if you head to safemoon.education, click on education, and then click on Whale Watcher. It has the reflection calculator on there. If you want a more direct link, I can make a more direct link to make it easier, but that's the option that you have in terms of benefiting anyone that's looking to do that. They have a few different options within the reflection calculator that they have. Like, for example, let me just quickly put it up just to give you an idea of what they've got on there. So you have the reflection calculator. You also have the burn calculator. You can choose the amount of Safemoon that you hold. You can also then calculate the compounding interest based on certain volume for a month, 7 days, whatever it is. And then beyond that, then you have the burn calculator, how much you would need to volume would have to reach X amount. And that is pretty accurate. So it gives you a clean understanding of how much burn you need or volume you need to get to X amount.
And where is it that you're seeing that?
So the easiest way to go is I'll link it in the text chat now. And then it's easier to get to it.
Which text chat are you putting that in, just so I know?
If you go to the event chat for this event, I'll put it in there, and then we'll get it pinned. Someone pin that, please.
Oh, let me go get that.
The hell, mine doesn't show the event chat. I might have to hop out, but okay.
It's the channel directly above this Mooncast stage that we're in.
Oh, there it is. It's not highlighted. All right, man. That's all I had. I'll let other people get on here. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
You guys rock, by the way. These are awesome. Thank you. Keep doing them.
No,
Appreciate it.
No, you. No, you do, really. And it's great that you come up here and bring such a nice selection of high quality questions each time. So thank you for doing that.
Absolutely, man. We've all got to work together to make this project successful, and you guys are a big part of that. So y'all take it easy. I'm going to hop out and hop back in and check that out. Thank you for the link.
Appreciate it. Any more text questions? Oh, we got one. Do we know who is on the board? That is a John AMA question, and that's down to if the company wants to release that information. At the end of the day, they're not a public run company. They are a privately owned company. They don't need to disclose information if they don't want to. So
the best thing to have on the board is cheese and crackers.
Oh,
Ooh,
you're here.
no.
On for that.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how you eat cheese. The only cheese I eat is melted cheese on
Through
pizza.
my mouth.
You're anti-cheese cat?
I am not anti-cheese. I am just, it has to be melted cheese over something for
Fair
me
enough.
to eat
What about
cheese.
cheesy chips with some mayonnaise and chili sauce or something like that?
I was about to say, were you going to say cheesy chips and gravy? Because that is the bomb.
Oh, well,
Just
there we
saying.
go. We can do that. We'll make that happen.
Yeah, for anyone that's not in the UK, it's probably like, what the hell is that? Cheese and gravy is just the bomb. Just saying. Like battered Mars bar too. Battered Mars bar.
Oh yeah,
Those.
yeah. I've had some of those at Scottish events that we have. So yeah, good fun.
Let's see. We've got, what time is it? How long have we been
I
going?
threw another text question in there.
Oh, another one. Once the blockchain is implemented, is the concept that of tokenomics will be applied to all cryptos held on the exchange? For example, I own Bitcoin, I received. That is the fundamental part of it, yes. However, those tokens obviously are not going to be deflationary. So while, yes, you're going to be charged 8% based on whatever it is, over time, the longer you hold with usability and sort of transactions, and as long as it's in the ecosystem, you shouldn't realistically have to worry, and you should be earning those tokens. You take them outside the ecosystem, i.e. off the Safemoon exchange, yeah, you ain't going to earn those tokenomics. That's the fundamental part of it, and that's kind of the basis. There's some discussions about, what should you charge for each token, and, how is it fair, and, you're charging people 2% to use, I don't know, say a Bitcoin, for example. But in the grand scheme of things, they probably earned about 45%, so is 2% really going to be an issue? It's kind of a balancing act. But that's the fundamental part, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, right, okay. Let's bring some more people up. So 1, 2, and 3. And then
I love getting the
people...
question, what kind of cheese?
Melted cheese. Just melted cheese. Thank you.
You don't care what kind as long as it's melted?
Okay, so it's the cheese.
Safemoon.
There's differences. There's important core differences. Like a hamburger, for example. I'm a fan of the white cheese, not the yellow cheese.
Yeah, and plastic cheese versus cheddar versus mozzarella.
Parmesan cheese.
Is it just called catering cheese? Is that the type of cheese that used to have it at like schools, and it was just like you used to get a
cheese and cheddar cheese is what you're talking about. Sort of classic hard cheeses.
But not hard, melted.
Yeah, melted hard cheese. Yeah, it's hard.
Melted hard cheese.
Melted hard.
Goo.
Melted blue cheese.
Is that like lava? Melted hard?
Oh dear gosh. Right. Moving on from cheese. Game dev, hello. How are you?
Hey, what's going on? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Doing great. Your name kind of changes capitalization each week, and each week I think I figured out how to say your name, and it's kind of changed a bit. I always told you Game Dev Als, and now it's like Game Dev AI.
No, it's Game Dev Als. You got it right.
Why we have an AI in there. It looks like Game Dev AIs.
Well, because Als is the it's the first letter of my last name.
Cool. No, that's great. I'm enjoying the evolution. It's not a teardown. It's very much a celebration.
It's been like that. The only time I changed it was maybe when I added Safemoon Sam to it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
yeah.
So as far as the Twitter space goes, I was there. Did they enable the ability to request to talk on there? Because I was like looking at it.
We've had a lot of people mention that. It's basically Twitter is a little bit broken. I haven't been able to raise my hand for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Right. I know it's a new product for them, and it's a new thing for them, and it's kind of in their beta phase still. So I wasn't sure if it was just like us enabling, okay, now you can talk, now request to talk, or if it was just like Twitter
it's just a little bit janky at the moment still.
Yeah. Twitter sucks, and I personally want them to go back to a live stream of some kind and utilize even just the Discord stage to talk and have the community members come up, because at least with Discord it works.
Yeah, it's more reliable.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more reliable from an audience perspective. Right now, the mission has been to get the development team vocalizing into space for people, and so that's been the priority, and actually it's been the lowest friction platform to be able to enable that. But yeah, I'm sure that stuff will continue to remain under review as we want to be hearing the right questions from people, right? And not for it not to kind of be selective, but even Gandalf wasn't able to get up, and I haven't ever been able to raise my hand for some reason. My phone just won't let me. I push the button and it does nothing. So hey, Twitter, sort it out.
Actually couldn't find me. Lol.
So I was hoping you guys could also kind of like touch a little bit. I mean, I feel like I've done a little bit of videos on Safemoon Connect. I haven't really called it by name yet, but now that it's confirmed, do you guys want to touch on that a little bit? If there is anything, I know. That's why it was kind of weird for me for them to confirm it, but then not go into it, because I was like, I know there's the NDA, I know that everything that goes into
it's a moment thing as well, right? It will need its moment, as John's put it, and those have been working quite well for previous things. So I'm kind of feeling okay with that, but it is also that still like, come on, I just want to know everything. So I appreciate that as well.
Yeah. No, I completely get it, and I'm excited. So we have the BNB buy button.
Damn straight.
What about the direct buy button? What, do we have an answer on that yet?
Just no pleasing everyone, is there?
No. But I know. But like for me, I'm in tech relatively. I'm a noob in tech. I work for myself. I'm launching my own company. It's been a thing.
Good on you.
But there's a lot of older people. Like I met someone in May, who is over 65 years old. He's a real estate agent, a real estate investor. Also was getting into crypto, and I name dropped Safemoon when I was talking to him. And I say this all the time. I mention the story, but there's a lot of people like that who are monitoring the space. And I just feel like swap is cool, buying BNBs in swap is cool, but like if we can get that one we can get that one click button of getting in, that's going to be the barrier of entry is gone. Because I mean, we understand swap, it's super easy, right? But just for someone that might not be familiar with the space or the tech, I think it's going to be a really interesting thing. So
Katz is far more well informed than I am, but my view at the moment is there's an inevitability to it, and it'll either be a way they figure with the token, or it will be solvable with the blockchain, because then there's enough. But Katz, do correct me. You're definitely closer to this than I am.
I don't know. I'm ultimately scared to talk about it just in case.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have that question like every now and then in this like Twitter spaces. And most of the people I say the exact same answer that Mr. Adult said as the second thing. It will be solved. Like at least it will be solved when the blockchain is there. 100%.
Yeah, no doubt. And
99%.
that's the way I see it, is that you need BNB.
99%, yeah, 99.9, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's a bigger thing. Was someone was asking that earlier, was like, okay, what's the timeline all of this, and are we waiting for certain things before all the other products go out? And it's like, yeah, we need the blockchain and we need V2, and then from that, that's the exact foundation that Ryan was saying that we can build on. And I'm just excited. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and
I'm
that
happy.
comes through every time, and it's great having such an excited community.
And that's what we have.
It's like Christmas Eve every day, and it's frustrating as hell and exciting in equal measure. And it's like it's exhausting being so happy and so ready for it to appear, and also so far away. It always feels far away, even though it might be tomorrow.
Right. Well, I love you guys, and it's been a pleasure as always. So, what can I say?
Thank you.
The community's great.
You got that right. Absolutely got right. The community is outstanding. We're very fortunate with our community.
We were fortunate that the jail cell in the basement is big enough to house all the trolls.
Where are we keeping the aliens and the ghosts in separate cells? Is that what's going on?
Oh, see, now you figured out exactly what I was talking about. See, Pumpkins should have won, and I'm still bitter that they didn't. So
don't me and you both.
I don't understand how out of Pumpkins, Ghosts, and Aliens somehow gets the overwhelming popularity.
Aliens isn't even Halloween.
she gets well fast. I hope.
No, appreciate it.
And the second question is, I'm looking forward for Project Phoenix. And is the work on the Project Phoenix already been completed and signed with the other parties? Or is it the work that still needs to be wrapped up? Like, will they announce it like in December or January or February? I don't care. Like, we are heading to work with the parties this way and we are working on it. Or is it this thing which is done already?
It'll never be done. It will never be completely.
Okay, but is it a signed thing? Do they have the partners and the parties working with them on the Project Phoenix right now?
So they have the right implementation of the providers that they are using. They have everything set out. As for how flushed out those connections are, I don't know. Again, that's high level within the company as to what status that's all at. So they have everything visually planned out. It's just when all that visualization comes together and when that comes together.
Okay, so we have to wait for the announcement, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a question. Also, the only thing that really can be answered is when the time's right.
Okay, thank you. So have a good one, and I wish your mother-in-law a speedy recovery.
No, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Damn, there's a lot of beautiful care within this community. Wasn't that nice?
Of course. I will let her know that she feels loved by the Safemoon community.
the gentleman with the cat profile. Is that how
The
you're going to
owl.
phrase it?
He was an owl.
The owl, sorry, yeah.
Right. We've got 2 more written questions and then we'll call it for this week. As pretty much the answers to most of these questions have been discussed from team. A lot of it, pretty much they've kind of taken away the foot of Mooncast a little bit personally, you know.
I'm okay with this.
You didn't answer the
fun. I thought you said FUD. Sorry, I thought you said FUD.
Oh, so it's fun to answer lots and lots of questions. Okay, Cats will be here tomorrow for 55 straight hours to answer questions.
Like, personally, if I can, I would. Like, that's not even a question to be asked. Like, I would.
Yeah,
I enjoy
serve. Cats love serving.
Exactly. I used to be a waiter for 4 years. I served all my life.
Yeah,
he loves answers on bits of paper on a tray.
All right, so let's get this first question in here. Why?
Ask PM that one.
Is that, no, hang on, that will break the universe. If he asks himself why, that causes an infinite loop.
Looping himself.
We never have to ask why again.
We need PM69 with a microphone to ask himself why.
PM69 is the actual answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Is he 42 years old? That would just be the icing on the cake.
69.
32. John went in main chat the other day and got everybody doing 32, and the whole Discord API seized up for main chat. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I've never seen the API selectively freeze up. Like, usually it's either the whole Discord server or nothing. But one specific channel stopped operating when the rest of the Discord was absolutely fine. And I've never seen anything like it. So just one more thing on the list that Safemoon Army's broken.
I'm pretty sure it's the inflection point of time travel that was witnessed.
That's
hello.
You say you're serving, but you're evading the most serious question in chat from Joseph.
What question?
Back in June, Katsaras promised he would do a hot tub live stream and has not delivered. Is there any way he get to comply?
Well, actually, if you are really wanting a Katsaras hot tub, I am actually going to my parents this Friday.
Yeah.
Now I hope that they aren't watching the live stream or watch the recordings.
If you do that, do a live stream with positions you can just donate and put that to the cat.
Donate Safemoon.
So Cats is going to be in a hot tub with a few cats, actual cats.
Well, no, the thing is the hot tub's at my parents, and my parents are allergic to cats. So
no action.
There won't be cats there, but I'll be there.
So in the dictionary next to the word ironic, it's cats Russ's parents are allergic to cats. Got it.
Well, it's mainly my mum and my sister, but yeah.
With Natalie and Brulia holding a cat.
I will get round to that. I will get round to that. Keep an eye out for Saturday. We'll
Do it in a cat onesie, man.
So are
We'll
you
see.
saying the headlines on Monday are going to be Cats Are Us banned from Twitch? Is that where we're going?
Well, hey, if what can go on Twitch can stay on Twitch and not get banned, then pretty much anything's allowed on Twitch. Just saying.
So confirmed. Hooray.
Yeah. Anyway, 2 last questions before we kind of wrap up and talk random. How do I withdraw my Safemoon back to Fiat in the Safemoon wallet? So right now you physically can't withdraw through the Safemoon wallet. You would have to send it to an exchange and then withdraw that way. But that is based on whoever it is. You use whichever exchange, Bitmart, ZBG, Binance, whoever it is, whatever exchange you use, you would need to send it back to there. Once you've converted it to BNB, BUSD, whatever token, you need to swap it into that and then send this converted token to that exchange to then withdraw to Fiat. Hopefully soon they won't have to worry because we have the exchange, which will then kind of take all that hassle of moving things around away. But we have to get there first. Will the exchange be an extension to the wallet or its own application? There was no clear clarification on if it would be its own application or not. But the way that they've basically said it is it's all going to be integrated into one. So whether the exchange is its own app separate to the wallet, but the wallet functionality connects you to the exchange. So whichever app you open is going to be the same, or is it going to be something that's going to be, as I said, in one app? We have to wait and find out. I don't know. Again, that's part of the development process with Ryan. But I'll ask what the ideas are and see if we can get a clarification. That's all the questions. Now we can talk about whatever we like.
When hot tub?
Saturday. I told you, Saturday.
Hopefully this time you can keep your promise.
So I need to do an everyone ping to let the all 100,000 people know that you'll be in the hot tub cats.
Just a gift.
Yeah,
of some
I will
steam slowly clearing.
go and Google now. Cats onesie right now. Hang on.
Because I'm not kidding. I'm not even joking around. Because if we can get John in here to ping 100,000 people to use number 32 in main chat, then I'm okay with pinging everybody for Cats versus Hot Tub.
I mean, like if Cats can keep his promise, right? Not
So
like
do we want a baggy onesie or do we want one with a tail?
Do a tail one, skin tight.
It's going to be really awkward if this is the highest number of holders ever acquired in a single day.
Suddenly we're at like 9 million holders, and John's in here like, "What did you guys do?" And it's like, "Oh, Cats Rush jumped in a hot tub, man. I can't."
Yeah, you know all this work with exchanges and that. Don't need to do it. All we need is more hot tubs.
Like they're covering it on like CNN, like breaking news: Cats Rush is in a hot tub. Safemoon is skyrocketing.
Okay, so I've got one in my basket. Oh wow, okay, this is really fancy. It's got a butt flap, and
Really fancy. It's got a butt flap.
Well, no, that's the problem with
versus karaoke.
That is the problem with every onesie, right? That I have ever bought. I own like 30 onesies, and not one has got a butt flap. So you have to unzip it, take it off. Yeah, I have a fancy butt flap.
Someone clip that.
Please tell me we have people recording this.
Can you make that your text
that's a good
tone?
start.
Just you saying I have a fancy butt flap.
This can either boost your career here, Cats, or just open new doors.
So this has been Mooncast, extra moony through the butt
hang
flap.
on, here you go. This is the one we're talking about.
Oh, so that's what Moon and Mooncast means.
Oh, damn!
Look at that. That's great. I love that.
Is this all going in the update by Momo?
Momo, no. Momo, no.
Momo, yes.
Momo, yes.
Momo, I don't see you. I don't see you.
Momo, 5 million Safemoon. Do it now.
10 million not to.
Bidding war.
Not
flap.
Lifetime Nitro to do it.
Okay,
I think this might end up as a show on Lifetime at some point.
I wouldn't mind that. At least it'd be good comedy.
It'll be you in a weird onesie eating chips and gravy. So do you want to wrap your Mooncast up before this gets too off the rails?
Yeah, I think we should. Right. Okay. Well, that has been episode. Did we say 11 or 12?
It's
11.5. 11.5. Next week, I don't know what time this will start at. Essentially, I get off the boat back from my parents at 6:30 in the UK, so it may be slightly later, but we will see. I will let Venno and everyone know as time gets closer. I'm going to try and find a new guest because last week's was kind of fun and you learned a lot. So if you guys have any ideas or who it is that you want to speak, leave them in the chat.
I guess it doesn't have to be like specifically Safemoon, I guess.
Nope.
So if I was to throw an idea out, someone within the NFT space could be really interesting.
Okay, I could definitely see about getting someone within the NFT space. I have 3 or 4 people in mind actually now, thinking about it. We'll have to see. But yeah, no, I will definitely look to try and get someone for next week. And then hopefully it will run smoothly. But anyway, we've talked about cheese. We've talked about Safemoon V2. Butt flaps. We've talked about the wallet. Pumpkins.
These are going to be in the keywords for this episode, are they?
It's going to be trending on Twitter, Safemoon butt flaps.
Oh dear God.
I can see the memes coming up for like ages to come. Like 3 years from now, somebody's going to be in main chat. Like, what's with all the Safemoon
one now?
We're going to have a contest. Whoever makes the best Cats Rust Safemoon butt flap meme wins.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, you set this up. You're in trouble now, man.
Well, okay, I'm going to make it an even easier request to start with. Post your best onesies.
Safemoon onesies? Oh, we can add it to the merch store. Safemoon onesies.
Safemoon onesie. There you go.
Safemoon onesie, but it's gotta have a butt flap, or it's not worth it.
Wait, no. There's some there's some standards. We have to run this as a 13 disc. Well, I suppose. Yeah, I think you can get away with it as long as it's not open. It'll be all right.
Well, no, that one's a zip, so you can put a zip on it. Whatever it works.
Zip? Who wants to sit on a zip? Well, I suppose.
No, you don't sit on the zip. Go look in event chat. Look, I posted a picture of it.
I know where my butt is. Why is there a zip there now? This is all confusing.
No, it's. Oh, have you ever worn a onesie?
Thanks for coming, everybody.
I'm just trying to derail it. It's fine. Carry on.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, yeah, we'll call it there.
I'm actually going to try and play some music on our way out too. So if you hear the music playing and you start talking, it's going to echo back. we'll try and sneak out with the butt flap music.
All right, guys. So that is the end of the Mooncast for this week. I do apologize for the audio issues in between. I was trying to get on to ask some questions, and unfortunately, they seemed to cut out the audio. So I'm sorry for that quick delay there. And for the audio, excuse me, the live stream about 30 seconds late to the actual Safemoon Mooncast. Thank you guys for watching. Again, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video so others can see the Mooncast. A lot of people are unaware that this is an event that it goes on weekly. So the more that you guys like it and interact with it, the more chances that's going to spread on YouTube, and then more people can see it so that they can also watch and become aware of this opportunity that we have to ask more questions to not only the development team during Safemoon's Twitter space, but also during the Mooncast with the moderators on the Discord chat. So feel free to let everyone know about that. Share the video so others can be aware that this is an opportunity for them. I do post regularly about Safemoon, so feel free to check out all of my regular Safemoon content, news, and technical related items on there as well. I also cover several other projects, so if you want to, feel free to follow the channel by giving a subscription. That would be awesome. Like the video, and I will see you guys in my next video.